Achieving the tenfold strategy could push Uganda to become one of the most transformed economies in history, like Singapore's rise from poverty to prosperity. To get there, the country must double its economy every 5 years, grow GDP by over 10% each year, and raise income per person from $1,039 to $7,000. But ambition under ATM's strategy alone are insufficient.
In order to achieve the tenfold growth, there has to be consensus. In other words, the political, the technical, the private sector, and other actors, the practitioners, we have to be aligned in the same direction. Because if you don't do that, one set of people is going to be pushing in this direction and another one is going to be pushing in that direction. The political class is going to be pushing in that direction, and there will be a stalemate. So we need to build that consensus of moving forward from point A to point B.
Private sector is always ready. It is very important that we are always on the table in terms of dialogue, in terms of think tank, in terms of collaboration. Every economy that has grown, look at Uganda itself. More than 90% of the whole economy is private sector. So just integrate us with much more bigger force.
Uganda is on course to become an oil producer, and there is a lot of growth forecast. However, other sectors shouldn't be forgotten.
I think Uganda is amongst a few markets that, this year we're growing at about 6.4%. We have an opportunity to grow 7%, 8%, 9%, including a 10% growth is very, very possible. And it's not only possible now that we're talking about the 10x economy, which is diversifying our economy beyond oil, that let's not be super dependent on only oil, because Uganda has so much more opportunity. If you think about the 10x economy, it actually looks at the multiple resources, multiple opportunities, multiple pillars that we have of growth and transformation.
With 2026 marred with elections, which are normally full of violence, Uganda has been advised to spend less and save more for the future if it's to hit its ambitious targets. Ronah Nahabwe, NTV Business.
Over many decades, that any 1 percentage point decline in global economic growth will reduce